morning, good morning. Looks like it snowed last night. Got the bitter cold and let's slap some snow on it. We are loaded, southbound. Pulling the train. We got 16 balmy degrees out. About 7:25 in the morning. I don't know if we're going to be chaining up or not. I mean, it's not a choice I'll make. I'll have to chain up if I got to chain up. That's just the way it is. You can't pull this weight and this mountain barefoot on this stuff. But they use the mag chloride stuff, so I think we'll be all right. But I doesn't know until I get there. Pay attention to the signage. All better. Probably have to interlock the axle. Can't do it now. Going too fast. Moving way too fast. So the truck is going in for the and trailer for the 30-day inspection. And I'm going to hightail it to Grand Junction for Black Betty. Well, that's kind of one of the reasons for going over there, but I won't get another load till Saturday. Today's Thursday, so I will just go home. And since Black Betty's over there, whoa, Black Betty, round and round, whoa, Black. That song stuck in my head now. Anyway, that since over there's a few things I want to check out or talk to them about. The ball has rolled. I already made one payment, like a document, paid $1,500. Today I'll probably be paying like $9,000 for the first and last payment, they call it, and then another $16,000 pretty soon, and I'll be broke. Well, not quite, but pretty close. Then it's a matter of them. They ordered the parts, or are ordering it. I got the paperwork from the dealer. I printed it out last night and signed them, snapped a picture of them, resent them back in the email. So I'll be getting some phone calls this morning from the finance guy. I'm going to talk to Brent. There goes Brandon. I'm going to talk to Brent about being able to stay with the big company. Hopefully I can. But if not, then I have to find another one. So, like, what I want to talk to them about is that 900L Limited. It came with a couch in the back that folds into a bed. And there's that upper bunk. I think I said it in yesterday's video. But they were going to put it in, but they were like $3,000 to put it in. I'm like, man, I'll do it. So I want to go talk to the shop and say, hey, what's that I'm not comprehending? Am I going to be able to do this on my own or what? So there's that, and then talk to them about cranking the horsepower up. It is a performance motor. Some people mentioned about the wheelbase being too long for the oil patch. This truck right here is a big truck. I think it's 292 wheelbase. That blue one was 315. The black one I think is 280 or 288 or something. So I've already been out there in this, and a little tight, yeah. But what is it without a challenge? It ain't no fun, right? So Brent told me this morning, he goes, I better watch it up there, because he's got another guy he's training with. And this spot right here, he goes, you know, that one long stretch where it gets harder at the top, you gotta be careful with that one. Look at, we're pulling it like a pro. The tires help too on this truck. It's got some good sight tires, as well as Black Betty's got good sight tires on it. But I told him, I wouldn't worry about that, which we just went over right there. I would worry about the one where we lose 4 gears. I'll show you that. It's coming up. Chain up. I don't see the chain flashing. This CB, somebody was broke down right here. Or chaining up or something, a lot of feet prints. But this CB doesn't work half the time. Well, it seems to be now. It was an antenna issue. I think this is CDOT, not CDOT, UDOT. I heard they talked to the drivers as well. Oh, he's out of the cab. I didn't see the sign flashing. There's another truck coming. Let me talk to him and see. I don't know if he's chaining down. Yeah, he's chaining down. Hey, how about it, driver? You need chains on that hill? Well, he's barefoot, so I guess I'm going to assume that's no. I think. Oh, this isn't it. I thought it might be. We're coming up on that spot. I tell you lose like 4 gears. I don't know exactly how many we lose, but we lose a couple. Oh, it's right there. You can see the road goes to the right, then to the left, and then the hard right. That's the one where you're downshifting. And then I'll interlock my axle when we get. There's a little flat spot, so I got to go into neutral, push in the clutch, engage the differential, and then get the gear again. There's one gear. And it looks like it's fine. I don't think I'll need to worry about it. It's 2. Amazing. before. I don't know if I'm going to mess my windshield up. Oh, good. Got 13 balmy now. Those trucks coming up behind me, they got some power. Oh, that's old Brent. And what has he got in that truck? I'm going to have to ask him now. So I think they throw like mag chloride up here to break it down even further. They work on it pretty good. Up here on that ridge is where I'll get it into differential lock. So yeah, I'll go over there and check the truck out, but yeah, the ball is rolling on that. That's more than likely going to be my truck. Not like the other dealer who stole it from me. So here goes, pushing the clutch. Woo! I don't know if he's trying to talk to me or not, but we're definitely gonna. I've got a CB. That truck does not come with a CB, Black Betty. Most of them do. That one didn't. But I have one because I ended up, as a quality, had a rental that didn't have a radio in it, so I bought one at a truck stop, pretty nice one, and then used it, and then I was going to put it in my personal vehicle, just never did that. And so now I have that CB, and I'll put it in Black Betty. But I'm going to get it all tuned up so when I talk to people, I know that I can talk to them. Because we communicate on this hill. So this truck just came down. Barefoot. Amazing. keep my RPMs down a little bit. Got 10 degrees outside. Barefooting. Find the same problems with people driving on that. When I first started filming that snowpack, still get people who just go too slow and freak out. And I understand they have to be cautious and stuff, but like for me, I just have a rhythm driving on the snow. I know what to do, what not to do, and I just go with a flow motion. And it's way too fast for a lot of people. But it is what it is. I was going to come up here last night and deliver this load. But I knew it was going to be doing this, and I am deathly afraid of the snow. So, I didn't want to come up here and deal with it, especially in the dark. That really makes me scared. But no, all seriousness aside, it was other truckers I didn't want to deal with. If it's just me, I'll go up and over it. Say, whoa, Mitch, get out the way. A bird flying right there in front of us. So Black Betty has the duck with the cigar for a hood ornament. I'm going to change it to the wings like on that blue truck. A crow. Those are really smart birds. Like super smart. Looking for roadkill, probably. Yeah, because then you just like yesterday when I got to the terminal, there was a line, and I'm like, what's going on? And I talked to another driver, and he was like, yeah, they had to, everybody was chaining up, so everybody got blocked up, and then they all got going again. Then they all show up at the terminal at the same time. So the thing with this hill here is the last bit gets steeper, kind of like that one straight stretch. So I was talking to a driver yesterday. He said they have equipment up here and stuff so that when, like the oil companies bring it up here, so that when drivers start having issues up here, they have like a grader that'll help pull them up, stuff like that. Because this is quite the climb. 9% right here. 125,000 pounds. If I only had one, if I didn't have my axles interlocked, only one set of axles would have drive. And all that weight and all this thing is being pulled by that 6 inches or 4 inches of rubber on the ground. It just doesn't make sense. But you're seeing it happen in real time. Well, real time now. I don't know if I'll post this today or not. What is today? The 11th, January 11th. At the big company, they got wicked high-speed internet. Because there was an issue there for a while. It was like taking me 3 days or a couple days to load up a video. In 24 hours, I was telling my son, like, it's ridiculous. It seemed like it took longer. Before, I would post a video when I was OTR at night, then I'd wake up in the morning, it's uploaded and rolling. And now it just seems like it takes forever. But here I can do it pretty fast. Like, probably say a 50-minute video could be uploaded in 10 or 15 minutes, where it was taking 24 hours. Ridiculous. Oh, come on. Oh, I didn't downshift my my bad. There, you got to do that. Knucklehead. I went from 3 high to 4 high. No, you got to go 3 high, 4 low, then 4 high, which is what we're in now, to now 5 low. There's the loader, or the grader. Now we'll go 5 high. Probably go 6 low, or 6 low below. We need 5 low to go down. And now you got all that weight being held back. What's going on here? I talked to Brent earlier, well, in the year, and he was saying, you gotta be careful going downhill, all that weight and oil and stuff. And he's right, we do have to. But, you can see we're doing just fine with it. He's going to be up there and put his chains on. Looks like he might be doing that. Because these guys are coming up, and we climbed it like that. He's barefoot right there. There's empty. Now, it's harder to go up empty than loaded, believe it or not. Need that weight. So this is my first time Well, maybe the second time going down in snow. My previous, though, experience with stuff like this tells me we should be alright, and it seems like we're okay. I'm just not pushing it much. We could probably do more and rely a lot, but I don't want to play with it just yet. I want to do this a few times, get a feel for her, a feel for it, and see how it's all going. I think Brett is probably throwing iron. I don't see him back there. The fact that these guys are climbing barefoot, the fact that we're being held back barefoot. Yeah, I have my axle interlock, so I got 8 wheels holding us back with Jake. I'm in, I think, 4 low, which I usually go down this hill 5 low, which those 2 extra gears is a big difference in speed, probably 10 mile an hour. Yeah, we're fine. It's all good. But there's nobody behind us, so there's no need to go any faster at the moment. I was thinking about kicking it up, but we're good where we're at, so we'll just let it sit there. I will be kicking it up pretty soon, but just not yet. We got another couple more miles of this 8%er. And I think like some of those drivers up there, one guy had chains on, and I could understand their paranoia and their hesitancy, and maybe I'm just an idiot. But I do have a lot of experience in this stuff, so it might seem like I do stuff that I am clueless in, but no, I'm not really clueless. There is some knowledge base. So they're sitting there probably freaking out, thinking they need their chains to go down, and you don't. It would be advisable maybe, but you don't. I mean, we're not using no brakes or nothing, we're just being held back. But I got all them brakes. I got 10 axles. So I got all kinds of brakes to help me back a little bit if needed. I just tapped in there a bit. See, when you have all this weight and this grade and the inertia and stuff like that, that's when you have to be careful. And oh, do I see Brett back there? I'll be amazed if that's him. He grew a pair? He knew it was me in front of him. He probably said, "That's mine. What the heck is wrong with that guy?" Well, if he can do it, I can do it. That's what he's saying. I'm looking over you guys in that passenger mirror. See, that's a yellow truck. That's a yellow truck. That's Brent. I'm going to talk to him down here at the terminal and say, "Hey, so, what were you thinking when you started to go down the top of the mountain? What was going through your head?" It is nerve-wracking, I'll tell you. You're probably stressed a bit in your comfy couch, but I'm telling you, it's still... If you think you're stressed there, try sitting right here. At least you're riding shotgun. But that's what makes trucking this stuff interesting, is that scares the hell out of you. It challenges you. It tests you. It, you know, I mean, it does scare the hell out of me. I'm not saying that it doesn't. But, like, it scares the hell out of me, but it's like, well, then just face it. Don't, you know, shy away from it. It's like, yeah, it's scary. Well, then look at it. That's what I do. I deal with it. But then it's kind of, after it's all said and done, you're like, wow, that was all right. No, it wasn't. But yeah, it was. I know he said that there was more snow pack at the bottom of this area, so I got to be careful when I cut it loose. I don't want it to cut it loose thinking I'm off the mountain, because we're still not. There's still a grade. It's not nothing like this. I'm just keeping it slow a bit just for it won't get out of hand type thing. So I'm okay here, and I could go faster here, but my issue is once I get out of this area, the snow comes back. We're back on the snowpack, and that's where you have to be careful. But you know, I have my ways of doing it. So this guy's got a bit more experience than I do. I just don't want to hold him up if I don't have to. I got another truck behind me. And he's only hauling a single. He got scared. They're both hauling singles. So what they do is they will leave the pup behind at the yard. If it's snowing. But if you're loaded like we're loaded, we had to take it. I want to see how that driver drives on the snowpack below. I was wanting to go up faster anyway, but since there was nobody behind us, I'm like, well, just leave it where it was at. And then, so these two trucks passed Brent. So right here is normally where I go up to 6, so I'll go ahead and do that. 6 high. Went from a 5 high to 6 high, so jumped 2 gears. Oh, forgot about the differential lock. It does let you remind you. He's still cruising along. Take that off. Once we get around this dog leg to the left, and then it goes down, we're off the hill, so to speak. But we're not out of the woods. And then here I go up to 7 high. But I want to see what it's like. Oh, It's all good. And I knew we would. I'll get a copyright strike on that. I was getting a copyright strike on a video that I did. I think it was the torrential rain in Moab. And I'm like, okay, what is it? I wasn't playing any music. Anything the camera catches out the window shouldn't be copyrighted. I'm not, like, if I saw an advertisement or a sign for Coca-Cola or Nike or something like that, then I could see them. Oh, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, are they trying to give me a strike on something like that when I didn't do that? I don't know. But come to find out, like, I kept getting them and I could never get what it actually was they're trying to charge me with. What's my copyright strike? Tell me what it is. And then when I couldn't find it, I was like, oh, a little bit heavy here, bouncing around. I was like, this has got to be like, this must be a scam. And it was. I guess, I don't know. I never heard nothing about it. I got like 3 emails to that effect. But yet they would never ever tell me what's going on. So we'll deliver this oil and then go back to the yard, drop it, hop in the Jeep, and then go back to Junction. Tomorrow we will go see the boys over there at Kenworth and take a look-see Black Benny. When I talked to Jordan, he said that it still has to go through final approval. I go, so it still could get rejected? He goes, well, it could. But, he goes, the other guy I'm dealing with, he goes, Mike has everything we need, everything that you need. A great credit score, the right kind of credit, being a homeowner, everything is what they look for. So they don't anticipate anything going wrong. And he told me whatever monies you pay into it, we can't get it, you get that all back. Well, that's fine. But so there's still that little bit, but he goes, I don't see a problem at all, but I just have to tell you that. I'm like, okay. And I'll tell you, if anybody out there wants to buy their own truck, I'll talk to you and say, hey, can I put you on blast? Can I put you on the channel? Like, I'm saying his name, but I would put his stuff in the contacts. If anybody thought about buying their own truck, I wouldn't do it for free. No way. Like, I was going to pay the $2 a mile that I got fired for to go from Billings to Denver, 550 miles, so it was $1,100. Of course, yeah, I was zip doing one shot run, but by the time you pay all the other stuff, that would have been what, $2 a mile, $1,100. Here, if I hustle and do 2 loads a day, which comes summertime, we're running harder, longer days and whatnot. That's $2,000 a day, roughly, a little less, but close enough. So if we're buying a truck in this industry, yeah, Jay could be the one to go see, but because he takes care of everything. He goes, well, I can deal with you. You talk to the dealer and I'll deal with you, or I could do it directly to the dealer. I go, you just deal with the dealer. You know what you're talking about. They've done this before. You've done this before. I've never done this before, so just put me off to the side. Y'all take care of it. I'll sign what you need me to sign. Pay what you need me to pay. He goes, okay, we'll do it that way. I'm like, yes, that works. Because, like, I have 0 cell reception right now, so it doesn't do me any good to keep going back and forth with them. Even though I do, but they know if they can't get a hold of me, the reason being is well, these roads are nice. They're no issue at all right now. But they're still a little bit slick, so I don't want to take it too much. I'm going to say, what happened to your pump? Did it fall off the... Did you climb the mountain? Or was you scared? I'm scared. I'm scared. Because that truck in front, that black one hauling the tanker, I think he's a Badlands truck, but they haul the doubles all the time. But these guys have told me, yeah, when it gets bad, we won't, we'll leave the pup. So you kind of have to sit there and go, okay, I'm going to go load like I loaded yesterday. I know there's going to be a storm. So I would tell them, look, I'm not going to take the pups. I'm not going to load it. I'll just do the tanker. And I go, okay. And then next morning you come and you find this and you're like, oh man, I'm so glad I didn't have my pup. Because that's the thing that'll spin you out, is having that extra weight back there. So I'm sure it's how they do that. Me, on the other hand, I just like, well, if I have to chain up to get over the mountain, that's what I'll do. But that's where that grader comes in handy, I guess, because when you're chained up and you're hauling a pup, that now you're spinning out with chains on, what do? You're stuck. Da, 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 here comes the grader to pull you up. I don't know if there's a fee. I know the oil company pays a company to do that. So yeah, I'll let you guys know for certain. I'm 98% certain we're buying Black Betty. Because the balls have rolled. They rolling. But once I get that affirmation of 100%, I'll let y'all know. This part right here could be tricky because you get to go and like, oh, I'm just great, and then it drops down. Kind of reminds me of Wolf Creek Pass. At the very end, she drops down like this. And then you're like, whoa, you gotta hit the brakes. Now you're like, throw in some snow. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. It took forever to kind of warm up, but that mountain will heat the engine up right nice. Okay, well that was a fun trip. Yeah, so if I post this today, you'll know it. January 11th. If not, it'll be soon. Most likely it'll probably be today. Anyway, thanks again for riding shotgun with Mountain Man Mike. Till the next time, enjoy. Peace. Bring her down, clown, bring her down. See ya!